Okay, this is a Gogo guitar chucking tutorial. All right, I'm so excited to break this down because when I was learning Gogo music in the DMV area, I couldn't find a tutorial. I didn't have a thing to look at that it broke it down verbally. I had to learn from the people. I took a lesson from a couple of people. Shout out to Andrew Latona. Shout out to Mill. I think he's touring with Maya right now, or he has toured Maya for sure. He goes by Guitar Boy Mill on Instagram. Andrew Latona. Forgive me if I get your name wrong, but I think his IG is Andrew Latona. Anyway, those were one of the biggest influence when it comes to Chuckin Gogo. Now, of course, I took lessons before. Now, look, let me get straight to the point. I'm trying to make this quick. All right, so excuse my enthusiasm and fast talk. All right, you all can rewind it. Chuckin, all right, is when you use the guitar as a percussion. All right, percussion is defined as the instrument that is played by hand contact or played with your hands or hitting your hands on the instrument. All right, back in the day when, you know, I'm not gonna get too deep with it, but the slave trade was transferred. When the slave trade ended up in America and the slaves were given access to instruments, they weren't allowed to play a lot of instruments. And when they were allowed to play a lot of instruments, they didn't know how to play them. All right, so instead of hitting the notes, they just struck the instrument. Because, you know, the African culture has a lot of has a drum foundation. Anyway, so that's where it's elevation from, or evolution from, I should say. All right, so long story short, let's get it popping. All right, so when you chucking, the whole concept of chucking is holding the strings enough to mute the notes, but also not enough to play them fully. So you don't want to hold it down enough to play them fully, but you want to hold it down enough to mute it so that when you do strike it, the guitar is kind of stuck. It's like a guitar stutter, I would say. All right, let's get it popping. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate. When you're in Gogo, they use this a lot in what they call pockets and sockets, because there are three main percussions in Gogo. There's the drums, timbales, or congos. All right, this adds a fourth element. All right, so as a guitar player that wants to get into Gogo, you play a big role in adding to a pocket or socket in Gogo, which I think is the foundation of Gogo. It differentiates all the Gogo stuff from any genre of music. Okay, let's get it popping. All right. With that being said, when you chuck, you're hitting all the strings. You don't even have to hit all the strings. All right, but you're hitting most of the strings while you're muting it with your hand. Mind you, like I said, you're not pressing it down all the way. You're just giving it enough to mute the notes from playing out. All right, so you end up with this. Chuckin is the fast version of that. Now, as a black person, if you are black watching this, then you naturally probably will feel the rhythm or a beat that you drawn to, in which you can do it on the guitar. Like I could choose to do. Or I could choose to do this. If you want a lesson on up and down strokes, we can talk about that later. But you could do any rhythm. You could do. All right, now, what I'm going to talk to y'all real quick about, because I'm trying to make this video less than 7 minutes, all right, just for the sake of algorithms. Now, what I don't see in Gogo today, and hey, look, man, I'm trying to really express this and I'm trying to be vocal about this. I haven't seen this. I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen this. Now, I haven't seen guitar players in Gogo use the high strings in between their chucking to make a beat. Now, shout out to the Mill, Guitar Boy Mill. He is the first person that I took a lesson from that influenced me to actually slide with my guitar as I'm chucking. I think he predominantly uses bass though, which is cool, is great, is fire. All right. What I personally did, I haven't seen anybody do this before. If you do, send me a video, real talk, because anybody that comes after this video that does it, I'm gonna say they got it from me. All right, naturally speaking. All right, respectfully. All right, I haven't seen a lot of people do the high notes where they slide with the high notes with the same concept and chuck. I'm gonna demonstrate. All right, but before I demonstrate, I'm gonna tell you again, and I'm gonna repeat it again. You got the bass notes where you can slide with, or you got the high notes. I'm gonna show you. So when you're chucking and you're holding the hand down on the strings and you do a beat, you can add the bass with it. So now I'm gonna add the high. All right, I think it's so cool adding the high. I feel like it just adds another element to the go-go. All right, now what I'm about to experiment next, I haven't even did this live yet. Like, is I'm doing different beats with the high. So I'm doing. Y'all can see my rhythm is off because I haven't even practiced doing that. But the basis of this tutorial is how to chuck using the guitar in a go-go genre. That's it, all right? So again, to chuck, you hold the strings down. Oh, I gotta add one more element. When you're chucking, I want y'all to know that the higher you are on the neck of the guitar, when I say higher, I mean the higher numbers you are, the higher the chuck is gonna sound, all right? Now, I've gave lessons to people that didn't realize this, and I wanna say that I thought it was more common sense, not common sense. I thought it was more known than it is. It's not. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. All right. I want to say also I don't claim to be. I'm not nowhere near the best guitar player. Period. And go any draw nowhere near. I'm still super learning. So I'm open for suggestions for other guitars. Let me know. This is just from my experience. What I gain, I'm trying to give to potential beginners. Maybe this could be encouraging to them. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna show you all the difference between high chucking and low chucking. High chucking means the higher tone, you're on the guitar higher up on the neck. Let me see if you know the difference. Higher tone. Lower tone, you slide your hand and you're muting it down in the lower part of the neck. All right? Let's see what it sounds like. So you can do... You can go back and forth. Man, the thing is, guitar players have so much leeway on their percussion, man, because there's not a structure, and that's what makes go-go so beautiful. There's a freestyle element to all of go-go that I think differentiates it from all the genres. That's why go-go doesn't have a song structure like regular R&B. It's not, well, now I'm getting off topic. But anyway, all right, so let's stay on topic. You can chuck with a higher note, which I think that most bands prefer from my experience. I could be wrong. Or you can do the lower. So anyway, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them. Or you can email me at tiedupnow@gmail.com. TYED upnow@gmail.com. And shout out to the people that gave me lessons that took the time out to teach me some stuff when I was doing go-go. I appreciate y'all. I'll holler at y'all. I'll try to do more videos, all that good stuff. But I'm just gonna do it. I ain't gonna talk about it.